Namaste and good morning again. Oh, what a beautiful morning here. And I'm standing here because I want to hear Woody. I'm sure we're going to hear him. Woody is my friend and he's going to give us some of his music here now. But anyway, the sun is going to be coming up a little later. It's a little foggy here in New York. And let us pay adoration to the murtis that we are worshipping here every morning. That ritual that we go through, that surrender that we go through, Mother Earth with her beauty and supplying the nourishment for all of us and the trees and the birds. And also water there is going to be a survival. Without these elements, we cannot survive because they really make us this murti up. Then the fire in the form of the sun that digest our food and give us light and heat and keep us alive. And then the air, refreshing air that is keeping us alive also. And space. Without space we cannot hear because there's a vacuum in our ear, and when the sound goes in it has to bounce against that space and that produces sound. So that's why space is so important. Anyway, this morning I want to talk about a trip that I went to Italy, and in Casarano, southern Italy, and there we were for a conference that bring spiritual leaders together from all faiths, and had a chance to go and see the villages where they grow the olives and the tomatoes. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Imagine that's where the tomato sauce and everything come from, olive oil. And then after the conference we spoke very so eloquently and on bringing religions together and the similarity that we had entertained by the twirling dervish. And this is a very beautiful dance. Oh my God, it's twirling men, and they have the underpants and wear this heavy skirt, and it's beat almost towards the ankle, and it will be twirling for hours, so rhythmic. And that is, I call that meditation motion. And so enjoyable. But that was one of the trips. But another one that later on I took was going to Venice, and then going through when they said, okay, we'll go with a taxi from the airport to Venice. I'm looking for a car, but lo and behold, it was a boat, a beautiful boat, speedboat. And many of us were inside and going through and enjoying the scenery of the canals in Venice. And the whole village is built on the water. And the gondolas in our conference was right next to this from the mayor of that place. What a beautiful time we had. But after that we went to see some places, and the Star of David, the statue of David. And it was said that Michelangelo, when he was carving that statue, one person asked him, Michael, how come you're doing such a powerful job of carving out from that block of marble this beautiful murti? And Michael would have said, David was there already, I just chipped away the excess. And this is a highly philosophical term. And when you think about it, our murti also that we have, it is there already. We just have to chip away the excess to make it perfect. The chipping away here is not physical, but to chip away the excess to make us perfection. Chipping away thoughts that weaken us. They said if you want the definition of wisdom is to chip away, avoid thoughts that weaken you. And how beautiful that statement can be. And I always remember that statement. And there's another one that keep in mind, that treat yourself as you already are what you like to be. What we like to be is perfection. What we like to be is like God. This murti of ours, which have the 5 elements, we are gods and goddesses already. We have to come to that state. And we have to chip away the excess and that wisdom. This morning, again, let's bring in this analogy of COVID, that we see this COVID is helping us and guiding us, telling us to chip away. That you can imagine that we're all brought to the same level with this COVID. Rich and poor, black and white, whatever country we are, we've all been brought to this level where we cannot say we're greater than the other. And so beautiful it is that we are being guided by nature. That one person would have said that, and it's true, that this is a manifestation of consciousness, this COVID, to guide us. Because I could remember trying to speak to people, they're so busy. Now no one is busy because of the lockdown, and there's a second turnaround now of this COVID. So we have to be very careful. So let us use this controversy that is going on right now, both with the COVID and unrest in America. Let us use it to our best advantage. Let us chip away these inequalities that we see in us, where we see high and low. That the gods and goddesses, if they were to come, if Christ was to come, and Buddha was to come, and Krishna was to come, and Swami Parameshananda were to come, and they were to be together side by side, they would have recognized that they are the same manifestation of consciousness, and there would be no differences. But they came at specific time for specific reasons to sustain this creation of ours. Let us be also that contributor to the sustainers, to the perfection. That when I went to, and I saw one of the things that is very pressing these days, that the luxurious part of life, going to the bars, going to the restaurants, and jumping on the plane and going to places of pleasure spots, vacations, yes, those are necessary. But it's to give us a time also where we can say that these are really not essential things, as the government will call it. They're non-essentials. What is essential? That we go inside and we develop that inner strength and make our connection to our gods and goddesses, to our manifestation of consciousness. And this then we'll get from this controversy that's going on, we'll get the blessings. We'll be catapulting ourselves to higher places, the purpose of our lives. So they let us show adoration to Sun, Surya Narayan. And if you can see him, it's not going to be shown here today because there's lots of clouds, but let us know that it's there. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo no na prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat. So today, let us chip away. We're giving the opportunity, chip away the excess. And what we want, it's that murti that we can see and worship, and then we would have known, oh, we have arrived. There's nothing more to achieve in this world anymore. That we have arrived to the lotus feet of Acharya Dev, Dhyana Moolam Guru Murti, Puja Moolam Guru Param, Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakyam, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. Bolo Sisi Guru Maharaj ki jai.